Well, welcome once again to another virtual Varsity. My name is Mike Arthur. I'm your host this evening. Tonight we have Robert Russell for his virtual Varsity Encore.
Hello, hello.
And we are going to be getting the show started, but first, of course, we have to recognize all of our sponsors, all the people that have made this happen for us this evening. We have, of course, Carbondale Tourism and Mike Harris Country Financial. So before we get started with the show this evening, we are going to go ahead and we are going to play a short message from Mike, and so sit tight, listen to his message, and as soon as that's done, Robert's going to get ready and kind of share a lot of his musical journey with us this evening.
We'll see.
Hey everyone, my name is Grant Harris. Sitting here with me is my father, Michael Harris. We're with Country Financial here in Carbondale.
Well, for the last 33 years, I've been able to provide insurance and financial services to the local residents here in Carbondale. Also, the last 33 years, enjoyed lots of entertainment and events here in the local community. And Grant, that's really what we're here tonight to do, is to support the local arts and entertainment community.
2020 has been really hard on all of the businesses and nonprofits involved in any art form or entertainment. Of course, because of this national pandemic we've had. So us here at Country Financial, we're beyond grateful to sponsor the rest of these virtual varsity shows until the end of 2020 for you all. Anything else you'd like to add?
Enjoy the show.
Hello, hello. It's nice to be back at the Varsity to do another show. And tonight we're up in the balcony, which is cool. I did a show here a couple years ago, and the balcony is my favorite theater, Varsity. So I'm going to play a bunch of different kind of music with a bunch of different guitars. Of course, this is a 12-string guitar, and one of the I'm playing old blues stuff for people that don't know. And one of my favorite guitar players is a guy named Blind Willie Mctell from Georgia. So this is a song of his. Way down Atlanta on Harris Street, all the boys and girls we meet do that rag, that Georgia rag. Come on, baby, don't be slow. Turn on the lights, we gotta go. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. Float around like a bee, shake it like a ship out on the sea. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. All the way from Paris, France, came to Atlanta to get a chance. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. Grab your mama, hold her tight, mess around the rest of the night. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. I'm wild about the Georgia rag. Talk about the Georgia rag. I mean that Georgia rag. Buzz around like a bee, shake it like a ship out on the sea. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. Come to Dogtown night and day just to dance them blues away. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. Grab your head way up high, grab your daddy, make him cry. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. Oh, buzz around like a bee, shake it like a ship out on the sea. Do that rag, Georgia rag. Miles around, come to Dogtown, break it down, do that rag, Georgia rag. Go all the way to Newport News, sing the doggone Atlanta blues. Do that rag, that Georgia rag. Buzz around like a bee, shake it like a ship out on the sea. Do that rag, Georgia rag. Do that rag, the Georgia rag. Blind Willie Mctell. Might be a spoonful of coffee, might be a spoonful of tea, just a little spoon of your precious love. Baby, that's good enough for me. Some men, they lies about it. Some men even cries about it. And some men even will die about that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful, that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful, yeah, that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Everybody fighting about it. Might be a spoonful of diamonds, might be a spoonful of gold, just a little spoon of your precious love, enough to satisfy my soul. Some men lie about that, some men even cry about it, some men even die about that. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful, yeah. Spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Oh, everybody fighting about it. Might be a spoonful of water, might be a spoonful of sand, might be a spoon from my 45. Ooh, save you from another man. Some men, they lie about it. Some men even cry about it. Some men even die about it. About that spoon, that spoon, that spoonful, yeah. Spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Spoon, yeah, that spoonful, yeah. Everybody fighting about it. Hey, thanks so much for being out in TV land and laptop land, computer land, watching music from the Varsity. Mike and I were just talking before the show. It's so cool the Varsity can afford to do a gig every Saturday night, but even more cool is there's so much talent in Carbondale and Southern Illinois that there are enough people who can play a show every Saturday. So that's like a big bonus, big plus for music and the arts in Southern Illinois. So this is my second show, so I'm really honored to be asked to come back, but I really enjoy watching all the other performers that come and play such a variety of talent. So my trick is to bring a bunch of guitars, that way I don't get boring, so hopefully I'll be enough going on to keep you happy and interested, and I'll do my best. But anyway, so the first song was Blind Willie Mctell, 12-string guitar hero. Another great 12-string guitar player, of course, was Leadbelly, who's a character. And I'm going to do a few of his songs tonight, but here's one of his songs. Here's from Texas, or from Louisiana, actually, but a lot of time in Texas. So one of the big Texas guitar players was Blind Lemon Jefferson, and Leadbelly and Blind Lemon were pals. So this is a song Blind Lemon wrote, or Leadbelly wrote about Blind Lemon, called Silver City. Silver City bound, Silver City bound. Gonna tell my baby we're Silver City bound. Oh, me and Blind Lemon gonna head on down. Silver City bound, Silver City bound. Gonna tell my baby we're Silver City bound. Ah, me and Blind Lemon gonna head on down. Catch me if you can, oh baby. Blind Lemon was a friend of mine. Catch me if you can, oh baby. Blind Lemon was a friend of mine. Silver City bound, Silver City bound. Gonna tell my baby we're Silver City bound. I'll meet the Blind Lemon, gonna head on down. Mr. Leadbelly, Huey Ledbetter. So Blind Lemon played a 6-string guitar. He was the very first blues guitar hero back in the 1920s. But I just assumed that he and Leadbelly palled around, so he had to pick up, I assume. I know it's like I could see myself on the monitor, so I know I move my hands a lot when I talk. That's a little weird. A little weird. But anyway, I assume Blind Lemon picked up Leadbelly's 12-string guitar now and then. So this is a Blind Lemon song played on 12-string guitar called Shuckin' Sugar Blues. I got your picture, baby. I'm gonna put it in a frame. I got your picture, baby. I'm gonna put it in a frame. Shuckin' sugar, about me. I know my little baby thinks the world all about me. And when she smiles, she shines a little light down on me. Well, I'm going away, mama. Hey, baby, don't you wanna go? I'm going away, mama. Baby, don't you wanna go? I'm going across the water. Well, your other man, he don't wanna go. Hey, watch out. Tell me, baby, who may your manager be? I said, hey, tell me, baby, who may your manager be? Sugar, I got one little question. Can he make some arrangements for me? Talking about Marion, talking about settling down. Oh, she's talking about Marion, talking about settling down. I just want to stay the way I am, roam around from town to town. Hey, wait a minute, something going on all wrong. I said, hey, wait a minute, something going on all wrong. That little girl I love, she left town and she done gone. Blind Lemon Jefferson, he was such a great guitar player. Like I said before, he's the first blues guitar hero. Before him, before guitar blues, acoustic guitar blues, blues was urban female singers with jazz bands backing them up. And Blind Lemon's one of the first to be the solo country blues guy traveling around playing guitar. But he was such a great guitar player. It'd been cool to actually hear him play a 12-string guitar, but on his recordings, but he never did. Okay, so here's something a little different. This is an original instrumental tune called Voyages. Let me switch guitars. Yeah, it's so nice to play, and it is kind of, like I said before, it's nice. I know everyone's out listening. It's kind of strange to play for an empty room, except for me and Mike, but I appreciate people watching. But it'd be cool to have like a built-in, like a applause machine inside the balcony
here. You go.
and and a laughter machine too, like sitcoms. And I could tell some of my jokes.
We
hear
could
some of the laughter.
We could throw the sign up that says applause. You could just look up and see the lights. No, Robert, that last one was really beautiful, man.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. That was absolutely gorgeous. And
Yeah, you know, I really like Nate Graham and Stick Gilbert were doing the closed mic thing at Trace, and they've been raising a lot of money every Tuesday. So that was a song I wrote a number of months ago for closed mic one night, although I did it on an electric guitar at the time.
yeah, but if you go electric, you might as well go back to 12 string.
Yeah.
Right? You know, it's like jump back some centuries at our history here and fill out that sound that way. But no, that was fantastic.
I
Man.
said, like we were talking about before, so I'm trying to work on a solo CD project, which will be acoustic music, and the plan is, you know, I love all kinds of music and play all kinds of music, but my real passion's kind of stuff I've been playing. I love everything, but acoustic blues is something I've just loved since I was a teenager. So the solo project's going to be a combination of acoustic. I want to do like 6 covers, you know, some stuff like Blind Willie Mctell and Charlie Patton and people like that, but 6 original as well, a couple instrumentals, maybe the one I just played. I haven't decided yet. But I mean, it's hard, like writing as a songwriter. If you're in the blues genre, trap musicians you can fall into is you play cliches. I mean, because there's certain formula and certain things that you do, and you have to, if you stray too far away from the genre you're playing in, then you kind of lose something. But at the same time, it becomes a trap if you write, how many more new 12-bar blues songs do we need?
Well, yeah, it's kind of that, like, how much is an homage to where you come from and what you're inspired by, and how much is you just being them?
Yeah. And part of it, you know, like I was playing a gig a couple months ago, and people come up, oh, you're such a traditionalist doing what I do now. And, well, yeah, in part I am, but I don't want to get trapped, you know, because people don't get to hear acoustic blues that often. I mean, there are a number of people that play it. But no matter how hard I do, you know, my experience, I'm not like a black man growing up in Mississippi in the 20s and 30s, and that's a whole different thing. And so just trying to be writing music that, you know, has something to say and still be faithful to the kind of music that I love. So
I think that's a really admirable thing. You're actually taking the intent of the things that have inspired you, but you're doing them honestly, and that's a really important thing. Because, you know, otherwise it's kind of this false, just, you know, you're pretending, but this isn't pretending. What you're talking about is really just being a musician and being inspired by something.
Yeah, and it's so easy, to be an imitator, which there's nothing wrong with that. But like, man, I couldn't imagine playing in trying to be another what's the word? Tribute band. I couldn't imagine doing a tribute band where you're trying to, not to put anyone down, but that's not what I'm interested in.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man, on that. I'm gonna hop off the screen and stop monopolizing your time and let you get back to it, man. But
well, it's nice to have someone to talk to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Been enjoying our time, man.
Too bad you don't have your piano up here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's an old Wurlitzer up right downstairs, but I feel that would take too much time.
Yeah, I mean, there is a cool tradition of acoustic blues guitar and piano.
Yeah,
people did that stuff.
Gorgeous. We'll have to chat about that after this show.
Oh, that sounds good. Well, so you have the dobro coming through yet? Is that?
Oh,
okay.
There you are.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. And well, talking about tradition, here's one of my favorite Mississippi players is Blind Willie Johnson, who's more of a gospel singer, but he played in the blues tradition. And a lot of, I've talked about, people have seen me play before, I've talked about him quite a bit, but there are a lot of slide guitar players in the acoustic blues tradition, and some of it's rough, and that's what the feel's all about. But Blind Willie was such a sweet slide guitar player. So here's one of his songs called Keep Your Lamp Trimmed and Burning. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning, keep your lamp trimmed and burning, keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Lord had done. Oh, sister, don't worry. Oh, sister, don't worry. Sister, don't worry. See what the Lord had done. Here I stand with my folded arms. Here I stand. Here I stand with my folded arms, see what the Lord had done. Brother, don't worry, oh brother, don't worry. Brother, don't worry, see what the Lord had done. Heaven journey almost over, heaven journey almost over, heaven journey almost over. See what the Lord had done. Mama, don't worry, oh mama, don't worry. Mama, don't worry, see what the Lord had done. Keep your lamp trimmed and burning, keep your lamp trimmed and burning, keep your lamp trimmed and burning. See what the Lord had done. Oh, brother, don't worry. Oh, brother, don't worry. See what the Lord had done. Blind Willie Johnson. Are you ready for that year of Jubilee? Are you ready for what it's bound to be? Ready to be reunited with your mother and your son? Are you ready for that Jubilee to come? Ready to leave your tiny desk and work out on the land? Accept the modest paycheck from a farmer's cow's hand. Are you ready to turn in the keys you're matching in your lot? Share in excess of your wealth and all that you have got. Are you ready? Are you ready for that year of Jubilee? Are you ready? Are you ready for what it's bound to be? Are you ready to be reunited with your mother and your son? Ready? Are you ready for that Jubilee to come? Ready to leave your friends behind and go up on the hill? Gaze down upon them as strangers often will. You ready to make decisions that surely cost a life? Turn your back on the mourners, children, and wives. Are you ready for that year of Jubilee? You ready? Are you ready for what it's bound to be? Are you ready to make decisions that surely cost a life? Turn your back on the mourners, children, and wives. Are you ready to take your share around all the rest? Make sure none go hungry, have no place to rest. Are you ready to knock down the high, help up all the low? Put that pack upon your backs a year or two below. Well, I started that one a little too fast. But that sounds like an old song, but it's actually a contemporary new song by a contemporary guy that does old blues stuff. Who's first time I ever saw him was here at the Varsity, and the song was called "Year of Jubilee." And the artist, a guy named Charlie Parr, who's a acoustic blues songwriter from Minnesota. And matter of fact, I can't remember, 4 or 5 years ago, the Varsity used to host something called Carbondale Rocks, and I was playing. With my Cajun band I play in Creole Stomp. We had a gig one of those nights, and I'd left a guitar stand. It was in one of the theaters downstairs here at the Varsity. So we'd played the night before, so I left a guitar stand. So I knew this guy, Charlie Parr, was playing the next night, who I never had heard before, or seen, actually. And so I'd left a guitar stand by accident on the stage, so I went to get it before he played his gig. So I met him that night, and he actually had a dobro style guitar like this and a 12-string guitar, and he was really good, so I've become a big fan of his. That was here at the Varsity. Okay. Oh, and I need to send a shout out. This guitar actually is not mine. This belongs to a buddy of mine named Steve Hammett. That when he found out I was working on this CD project, he said, "Hey, take this guitar and see what you can do with it." So thanks, Steve. And this guitar is actually 43 years old. I think. So let me do a couple more songs. So I'll do a couple Robert Johnson songs tonight. He's someone that a lot of people know. And he wrote different things, but as far as I know, he was the first guitar player that used to do this boogie woogie riff like this. And that's the riff that piano players would play with the left hand. And as far as I know, he was the first one to transfer it to guitar. But if he hadn't done, and then that riff becomes the whole basis for Chicago blues, and also the whole basis for most forms of rock and roll music. If you're interested to know. But he wrote a few songs using that riff, but this is one called "When You Have a Good Friend." you got a good friend that will stay right by your side. Oh, when you got a good friend, stay right by your side. Give her all your spare time, love that girl and treat her right. I mistreated my baby and I really can't see no reason why. I mistreated my baby, really can't see no reason why. Every time I think about it, I just hang down my little head and cry. Now should I apologize, or will she sympathize with me? Should I apologize, or will she sympathize with me? Such a fair-skinned woman, so sweet as any little girl can be. I might be right, I might be wrong. Might be right, I might be wrong. Might be right, might be wrong. Now when you got a good friend, stay just by your side. When you got a good friend, stay right by your side. Give her all your spare time, love that girl and treat her right. Robert Johnson. Like I said, I think he was the first to use that riff. He did a few, and then of course people don't know. He was one that actually wrote Sweet Home Chicago using that riff. But in the original song, that talk about cliches, that's like the biggest cliche in the blues world. Not to criticize anyone that does it, but the original Robert Johnson song, "Come On Baby, Don't You Want to Go," and then he says, "To that land of California, sweet home Chicago," and because Chicago it was a metaphor for like gold mine days. That's where the money is. So you go to Chicago to make money. So land of California. Okay, so I'm going to do one more song with this guitar and maybe come back and use it a little bit later. But here's another original song. This is instrumental again, and this is called Pearl Street. Pearl Street's the name of a nightclub in Washington, D.C. that I played a few years ago with Creel Stomps. Really cool little club there. Pearl Street. All right, I'm going to switch guitars one more time.
And just one more time, while Robert's switching out his guitars here, just want to give another quick shout out to our sponsors. Thank you so much. I know all of us musicians around here really appreciate the chance to have a safe place to play in. You know, not that we don't love playing for all of our friends and family and fans, you know, but it's nice to have a place where, you know, Robert and I are literally many feet away from each other, and you know, it's as safe as can possibly be. And it's nice to be able to get paid to be able to perform and to be able to kind of see what's going on with all our friends and fam. So once again, thank you to our sponsors, Country Financial with Mike Harris and Carbondale Tourism. And again, don't forget, you can take a look over, I got it right this time, the button on the bottom of your screen there, donate at thevarsitycenter.org. It really helps keep the place going so that then by the time we're able to really do real shows again, the building's here and we can still have, you know, an audience. You know, so it's a pretty big deal. So once again, thank you all very much. And Robert, again, thank you very much for coming out this evening. I appreciate all you're doing.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Yeah, no, having a good time, man. So I'm going to get off your screen and let you get back to your show, man.
Let me see, get this guitar going. There it is. Yeah, like again, I'm so happy for the Varsity to ask me to come back and play, and I'd really appreciate anyone that feels like contributing and helping them out. That would be great. It's such a beautiful art center. There are 3 actually stages here. So they have music, they have films, they have comedy, they have artistic plays and everything. So it'll be so great. Hopefully a few months from now where we can actually get together, like Mike said, and play music with each other and for people actually sitting in front of us and see people dancing and not worrying about getting someone else's sweat on them. Hopefully that'll happen. Here's another Robert Johnson song. Got a kind-hearted woman, do anything in this world for me. I got a kind-hearted woman, do anything in the world for me. But them evil-hearted women just will not let me be. And I love my little baby, little girl just don't care for me. Baby, little girl just don't care for me. And I'm crazy about that woman, just can't seem to leave her be. Now there ain't but one thing that can make me start to drink. Swear how you treat me, mama, make me begin to think. Oh, babe, just don't feel the same. breaks my little heart when you call out Mr. So-and-so name. Kind-hearted woman, but she studies evil all the time. I got a kind-hearted woman, but she studies evil all the time. Best go on and kill me, baby. I believe you got it on your mind. Well, someday, gonna have to shake your little hand goodbye. Someday, gonna have to shake your little hand goodbye. Don't want no more of your loving, honey, just can't keep me satisfied. Kind-hearted woman blues. So that's Robert Johnson from Mississippi. And I'm from North Carolina. There's a whole tradition of East Coast acoustic blues called Piedmont style, which is Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida a little bit. And it's a little bit different thing. So I love that. I kind of grew up playing that stuff. So one of the big names in that tradition is the Reverend Gary Davis. So I'll do one or two songs from him. This is called Hesitation Blues. I woke up this morning, 4:15. Old hesitation blues, they were knocking on my door, and I said, how long do I gotta wait? Can I get you now, baby, or do I gotta hesitate? And I was standing on the corner, had $1 in my hand, just looking for a woman, ain't got herself no man. And I said, how long do I gotta wait? Can I get you now, baby? Do I gotta hesitate? Well, I ain't no preacher, son, but I can preach a sermon for you till your preacher man comes. And I said, how long do I gotta wait? Can I get you now, baby, or do I gotta hesitate? no rent payer, ain't no rent payer, son, but I can pay some rent for you till your rent payer man comes. And I said, how long? How long do I gotta wait? Can I get you now, baby, or do I gotta hesitate? Well, I ain't been to heaven, but I've been told St. Peter taught the angels how to do the jelly roll. And I said, how long do I gotta wait? Can I get you now, baby, or do I gotta hesitate? I was just standing on the corner, dollar in my hand, just trying to find a woman, ain't got herself no man. And I said, how long do I gotta wait? Can I get you now, babe? Do I gotta hesitate? Reverend Gary Davis. He was from South Carolina, but moved up to New York City, I think, in the 40s. And then he ended up staying in New York for the rest of his life. One of his most, and he taught a lot of guitar players. He would teach guitar lessons for $5 a lesson. One of his most famous songs called Candyman goes something like this. Big leg gal, God knows I do. Get the pitcher, get the baby some beer. Run, get the pitcher, get the baby some beer. Run, get the pitcher, get the baby some beer. Run, get the pitcher, get the baby some beer. Run, get the pitcher, get the baby some beer. I wish I was in New Orleans, sitting in the candy store. So, like I said, he was one of the big wigs, Gary Davis, and one of his heroes. There are a lot of guitar players in that tradition, but one of Reverend Gary Davis's heroes, and perhaps the best player, is a guy named Blind Blake, who's from Florida. I think he died in Chicago. But I'll try to do a couple of his songs, just a little more difficult. This is the instrumental Blind Blake song called Seven Rag. So that's one Blind Blake song. You'll notice if guitar players out watching, guitar players always watch other guitar players, so you're always trying to see what the other guy is doing. So you notice like all this like Piedmont stuff, a lot of it, like you play in the key, a C major chord, that's the main key, or a G major chord. Those are the two main ones. They use E sometimes. So Blind Blake and the Gary Davis stuff like we're doing, you can hear a lot of similarities. But here's another Blind Blake song called Tootie Blues. I'm gonna tell you what sweet Tootie will do. She will take your money, spend the whole night with you, and I'm wild about my Tootie. She's the only thing I crave. Wild about my Tootie, she's the only thing I crave. Sweet little patootie, gonna carry me to my grave. Well, I went up to the mountain, looked down on the deep blue sea. All these pretty women, Lord, they're trying to flirt with me, and I'm wild about my Tootie. She's the only thing I crave. Wild about my Tootie, she's the only thing I crave. A sweet little patootie gonna carry me down to my grave. Now if I could holler like a lumberjack, I'd go up on the mountain and call my tutor back. And I'm what about my tutor? She the only thing I crave. Said, what about my tutor? She the only thing I crave. A sweet little patootie gonna carry me down to my grave. Blind plate. So I'm going to switch guitars one more time. So I hope everyone's having a good time sitting on your couch or sitting around your bedroom or sitting in your kitchen listening to some acoustic blues. Hope you haven't fallen asleep yet.
I mean, there are other places we could mention too, but you know,
Yes, yeah. You know, music sounds best in the bathroom.
it really does. Best acoustics in the house, man. Like it's the place to go. I can't lie. I know I've listened to plenty of music in that particular room. But no, it looks like I'm a little slow on the uptake here, but you had a few really nice comments.
Oh, that's always good to hear.
Sounds great. Ethan, of course, our friend Ethan.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Ethan.
Great to hear Robert dig the blues. Loy Addington, Lonesome Roy there. Play it, Robert. Yes, yes.
Thanks, Loy.
Good old Tall Paul. Cool.
Oh, good. That's
And
good to hear.
Tia Elder sounds great. RR.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So just giving you a few little things like you have reached some people this evening, and
Cool.
I've been enjoying myself. So
That's always good to hear.
yeah, I get to be an audience of one this evening, but I'm enjoying it immensely.
Yeah,
so.
you know, we're talking about all the great music and around Carbondale. Of course, one of the greatest is Tall Paul. So it'll be nice to see him back out playing, especially down at PK's. That'll be great.
Oh yeah, well PK's isn't the same yet, because of that. There has to be this. I mean, I'm a short man, so there has to be this fixture that I walk in and I go, oh, there he is. There's PK's. I feel like to me he holds up the building, but but no, really enjoying your show this evening, Robert. Really having a good time listening. This is music I love.
Oh,
So,
cool. Yeah,
it's
it's good to hear.
really having a good time.
It'd be hard to do a gig like this if all the comments were really negative.
Oh yeah, people are just like, just be happy, and it's like, no, sad music makes you happy, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny thing. I mean, I don't want to go into the whole philosophy of the blues and everything, but of course, it was a dance music, and it started, the kind of stuff I play was in little juke joints in Mississippi and Arkansas and Alabama, Louisiana. And back in the old days, you may have one guy with an acoustic guitar, no mics, but they were just playing aggressive. They had booming voices, but just to move people and have people have a good time on Friday and Saturday night.
Well, music moves people no matter the genre. That's kind of the thing, right?
Yeah.
It hits us all in some way.
Yeah, I mean, it's like just like the rhythm. So much music I play. There's melody to it. The Piedmont stuff has more melody, but a lot of it's really based on the rhythm.
Oh, yeah, man.
Which is a dance thing.
Gotta dig the beat, man. That's the big thing there. What was that American Bandstand? I can dance to it.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get off your screen again. Get you back to the music, man.
Hey, do you have this guitar coming through yet?
I do. I just.
There it is.
There we go. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties, as my father
So
used to
it's
say.
coming through now?
It definitely is. Yeah,
Okay.
I've got you here.
There it is. So this is another old guitar. I've had this for years. It's probably older than the Dobro I talked about. It was 43 years old. This is probably older than me. And I think it's from either the late 40s or early 50s. But this is the perfect guitar to play Mississippi blues music on. So here's Muddy Water Song. And Muddy recorded this in Clarksdale, Mississippi before he even moved to Chicago. Alan Lomax did it. I'm packing up to leave. I won't be round no more. Going way down south. Hey, mama, don't you wanna go? I said I'm worried, yeah. I'm troubled in my mind. And I just can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. Well, I'm lost in my sleep and I hear that doorbell ring. Looking for my baby, Lord, I just don't see a thing. And I'm worried, yeah, troubled in my mind. And I just can't be satisfied, I just can't keep from crying. Sleep and I hear that doorbell ring, looking for my baby, I just don't see a thing. And I'm worried, yeah, I'm troubled in my mind. And I just can't be satisfied, I just can't keep from crying. My little baby, she gonna jump shout. That old train be late, man, I come walking out and I'm worried, yeah, I'm troubled in my mind. And I just can't be satisfied, I just can't keep from crying. Just can't be satisfied, I just can't keep from crying. Muddy Waters. Here's a song I learned from Ry Cooder. This is an old song from Prohibition days. I think I played this last time I was here, so I'll try not to repeat, but this is a beautiful song. If I can remember, I haven't played this for a while. Doctor came in and his face was all bright. He said, in a little while, everything gonna be all right. Gave me a humbug pill, big dose of dope and a great big bill. How can a poor man stand such times and live? Remember when everything was cheap. Now prices today can put a working man to sleep. When they give us their grocery bill, feel like we should be making out our will. How can a poor man stand such times and live? I remember when things were as cheap as dirt. For only $2 you could buy yourself such a dandy shirt. Now it costs $10 or more. Buy a shirt some other man wore. How can a poor man stand such times and live? Preachers today preach about gold, not about souls. That's what causes so many working men to go straight down in the hole. So hard to catch their breath, being schooled and taxed and preached to death. How can a poor man stand such time and live? Said, how can a poor man stand such times and live? So that's an old song I learned from a Ry Cooder record. Ry Cooder is such a genius guitar player, first of all, but just a real student of every kind of music you can think of. So let me think for a minute. So, here's Robert Johnson. I did this song last time I was here too, but this is such a cool song called Terraplane Blues, which was Terraplane's name of a car. And this was Robert Johnson's hit record on the Jukebox. Jukebox is down in Mississippi back in the 30s. Feel so lonely, baby. You ought to hear me when I'm on. Feel so lonely, baby. You ought to hear me when I'm on. Now who been driving your terraplane for you since I've been gone? Lights don't even flash, mama, and your horn won't even blow. Lights won't even flash, baby, and your horn won't even blow. Must have a short in your connection somewhere way down deep below. Now I'm gonna lift your hood, mama, 'cause I'm bound to check your oil. Gonna lift your hood, mama, bound to check your oil. There are two women I've been seeing way down deep in Arkansas. Well, your coils ain't even buzzing, generator won't catch a spot. Must have a short in your connection, mama, better get them batteries charged. But I'm begging, please don't do me wrong. Now who's been driving my terraplane for you since I've been gone? Oh, Mr. Highwayman, please don't block the road. Mr. Highwayman, please don't block the road. I got the cool 100, I'm booked and I gotta go. I feel so lonesome, baby. You ought to hear me when I moan. I feel so lonesome, baby. You ought to hear me when I moan. Now who been driving my terraplane for you since I've been gone? Terraplane Blues. Wow, it's 8:24. So how long should I play, Mike?
I mean, you want to play another one for us?
Yeah, I could do a couple more, but time's gone by fast.
It sure has. Time does fly when you're having fun, man. It's
Yeah, I've played so many gigs, especially if you play solo gigs a little more. I love doing this. You know, but it's hard when you play with a band and you have people to work with and you don't carry all the load. But I love playing this, but I've certainly have played gig. This has gone by so fast tonight. And again, I appreciate Kara for asking me and appreciate Nathan for all the work he's done. And then Mike, I really appreciate you being here.
Oh, it's been my pleasure.
And so this is a good time tonight. I've started to play a lot of solo gigs. I'll play, man, I've been playing forever. And, man, oh, no, I've just been playing like 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, I know. To me, it's felt really fast, too. I looked at the time and I went, oh, it's almost 8:30. So I'm going to stop talking and let you get back to playing, man.
All right. There's so many heroes of mine, but Robert Johnson's great, but the man that so many people learn from, or some considered father of Delta Blues, a guy named Charlie Patton, who recorded a lot of songs, and he died in the 30s. And he's such a good guitar player, and actually Howlin' Wolf took guitar lessons from Charlie Patton back in the old days. But this is one of Charlie Patton's songs called Screamin' and Hollerin' Blues. Hold on. Will Jackson on a high hill, mama, Natchez just below. Jackson on a high hill, mama, Natchez just below. If I ever get back home, don't know if I'll be around here no more, around here no more. Well, my mama getting old and her head is turning gray now. My mama getting old and her head is turning gray. Break her heart to know, ooh, I'm living this way, yeah, living this way. Ever wake up in the morning with that old jinx around your bed? Ever wake up in the morning with that jinx around your bed? my face to the wall, and I didn't hear a word you said, didn't hear a word you said. Ain't no use in hollering, baby. Ain't no use screaming and crying. Ain't no use in hollering, baby. Ain't no use screaming and crying. You know you got a home, baby, as long as I got mine. That's Mr. Charlie Patton. Hey, I'll do one more. Let me switch guitars one time. I'll do one more song and call it a night. But thanks so much, everyone who has tuned in. Like I said, please, if you feel like contributing, if you can afford to the Varsity, that would be great. And now my dilemma is I have 4 guitars. I have to pick one more for the last song. Let's see. I'll do the Deborah, Mike.
There's always options, right? You know, but I think you've done a fantastic job of providing them. I know, you know, doing keyboards, I tend to have this bad habit of like I program everything nowadays, as opposed to the old ones that were a little more analog, where I had to do my settings and write them down on a notepad. But I'm always like amazed by guitar players because it's like you really care about your tone and kind of the warmth.
So, you know, tone's always a struggle. I mean,
Yeah.
nice thing, acoustic guitar is the tone's the guitar. And then when you know with the miking it and everything that sometimes it can be a problem too. But I mean, the cool thing, I love playing different guitars because, of course, all these guitars have such a different sound from one another. And thanks again, Steve, for this guitar, for letting me use it. But, so again, thanks to the Varsity and thanks to everyone watching. I hope that if you like the music I've been playing, and just check out, I've named a number of the performers, the old blues cats I'm playing from, but check those guys out. Of course, you can find everything on YouTube or Spotify, or in the old days that wasn't true. You really had to search to find these guys. But so I'm going to end. One of my favorites, an old Memphis blues singer named Furry Lewis, who recorded a bunch of songs in the 30s, and then the record industry died, and then he, like all his contemporaries, had to find other ways of making a living. So he was a street sweeper in Memphis. And then in the 70s, Rolling Stones loved him too and took him on tour, and he opened up for them some shows playing his acoustic guitar, and people really dug him. So this is an old prison song of his. But thanks again, and hope you enjoy. Good morning, Judge. What may be my fine? Good morning, Judge. What may be my fine? $50, 11.29. Well, they arrested me for murder, and I ain't harmed a man. Arrested me for murder, I ain't harmed a man. Arrested me for forgery, now I can't even sign my name. Oh, please, Judge, don't make it life if you possibly can. Oh, please, Judge, don't make it life if you possibly can. I ain't been nowhere since I can't remember when. Well, some of these guys got 6 months. Some of these guys got 1 solid year. Ooh, some of these guys got 6 months. Some of these guys got 1 solid year. Me and my buddy, we got a lifetime sentence here. Woman came running, $100 in her hand. My woman came running, $100 in her hand. Oh, please, Judge, can't you free my man? 100 won't do. Better run, get you 3. 100 won't do. Better run and get you 3. That will save your man from the penitentiary. Hey, thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed, and see you down the road somewhere.
Yes, once again, thank you, Robert. Thank you for the great show.
Thanks,
Again,
Mike.
thank you all for being here this evening. Thank you all for watching along, listening along, and thank you for donations when you're able to do it, and supporting even just by watching and sharing these videos. It makes a big difference, actually, in the long thing. Once again, thank you, Robert. It's a fantastic show.
Thank you.
Had a great time, man. Thank you all out there in well, TV land is also my default for that, but it's just the world.
Yeah.
But again, thank you all for watching. This has been another virtual Varsity, the Encore for Robert Russell, and look forward to next week. See you all later.
Thanks again.
Have a good one.